everyone, thanks for joining me today. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this dishcloth. The stitch we're going to be using is the half double crochet. Let's get right into the video. In this video, we're going to use Sugar and Cream 100% cotton yarn. And on the back it shows the weight, and if you're just going to use a single strand, what hook you'll use. And for this project, I'm going to be using 2 skeins, and I'm also going to be using an L hook. So I'm going to be combining these 2 skeins as one, making it double strand. And the L hook is also the 8mm hook. So we'll start by making our slip knot. This is how I make my slip knot, and then I place my hook in between the loop and tighten it on the hook. So now we're going to make our chain of 22. So once you have your slip knot, you take your working yarn and wrap it around the hook and pull through. So this is how you form your foundation chain. You want to make sure that it's not too tight or too loose. If your foundation chain is off, it could actually mess up your entire project. So you want to make sure that you're doing it just right and not making it too tight or too loose. So we're going to chain 22 stitches. So I have my foundation chain made of 22 stitches, and now we're going to start the second row. We're going to place our hook into the 3rd stitch from the hook. So again, we're going to place our hook in the 3rd stitch from the hook, and we're going to yarn over. And we're going to place that into the stitch, yarn over again, pull through, yarn over again, and you're going to pull through all 3 of those stitches. So now we're going to move to the next stitch. So we're going to yarn over, find the next spot, pull through, yarn over again, and pull through all 3 stitches. Now we're going to work into the next chain, so we're going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over again, and pull through all 3 of the stitches. And we're going to continue working our way down, putting our hook into each one of the stitches, working our way down the row with the yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 stitches. And this is the half double crochet stitch. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 stitches. Now I do want to add that it may feel a little thick, and that's okay because we're using 2 strands of yarn. So it may be a little thick. So now we're at the end. You'll want to place that last stitch. Make sure you don't forget it. Okay, and we are ending this row. So now we're going to chain 2. So go ahead and chain 2, 1, 2, and then turn your work. And we are going to go into the first stitch. So we're actually going to go into that first V stitch there that you see. We're not going to skip that. We're going to place our hook inside, and we're going to start our next row of half double crochets. In some patterns, it may have you skip that first stitch, but for this pattern, we're not going to do that. We're going to go right in that first stitch. I really like the way it helps with the rows to make the rows look even, so you'll just want to work it that way. And then you're just going to continue going down the row, doing half double crochets in each one of the stitches. So we're just going to do a few more together, showing you how and where to go for your stitches. So you just move on down the line here and see the stitches look like little V's on the top, and those are the stitches you want to work into. And again, this yarn might feel a little tight at first. With doubling the yarn, you can double the thickness, but if you don't want to do that, you don't have to do that. You can just use one strand and use the proper hook size for the yarn, which is a 5mm or H hook. So just work your way down and take your time. Pause if you need to, rewind, whatever you need to do to feel comfortable with this video. So this is how it's looking. I really like the way the colors look together. So now I just wanted to show you close up again. When you're at the end of the row, you just go in that last stitch and you just do a half double crochet in that last stitch. And then you go ahead and chain two. I think it's easier to see, a little easier than the first row. So now you're going to move down and you're going to continue the same process, going into that first chain or that first V-stitch, doing half double crochets. Just showing you exactly where to go here. I know it can be a little confusing. Okay, so as you can see, we've made some progress. So we are almost to the end here. So again, I'm just showing you closer views once the project has gotten a little bit bigger. Sometimes it's easier to see. And just take your time and make sure you get through those stitches. And we are actually almost done. So just keep on with the half double crochets and the chain twos at the end. Okay, we are at the end and I'm going to place my final stitch at the end and do a half double crochet. It's a little tight there. Okay, and then I'm going to give the yarn a cut and pull through. And now we're going to hide the loose end in. So we're going to sew our loose ends into the project. And basically, I always say there is no right or wrong way. As long as you hide the tail where nobody can see it, but it's secure, that's all you really need to worry about. A lot of people are really particular, but I usually just go down one way, circle, and come back the other way. So I go down, turn it around, and then I come back the opposite way. All right, so now I'm going to go the opposite way and just hide that a little bit more. And then I'm also going to cut that off. And it's secure, no one can see it. and it's finished. This is exactly how I go about hiding all of my loose ends for any of my yarn projects that I do. So as you can see, I'm folding it up and it's nice and thick on the sides. This is going to make a great gift for someone or just for you. And I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't, please subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.